Hey, what's going on, Guardians? Nem with Planet Destiny here, and welcome to the weekly reset of February 8th, 2022. Now, unfortunately, it still doesn't seem like we are getting any conclusion to the Season of the Lost story. There is a ViDoc up and out, which will be covered later in the channel by the one and only, the Black Link. But as far as the conclusion to the story, not yet. So, when that comes around, do note that I will be posting the cutscene of whatever happens of the story here in the weekly reset video. Of course, there will be plenty of spoilers warning, and it won't be towards the later end of the video once we go through the weekly reset. So just wanted to give you guys who still watch a little heads up ahead of time, just in case if you're interested in it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the reset shenanigans. Starting from right to left, we have the Vault of Glass node over here in the Legends section, which is going to be your source for a Pinnacle drop, followed by the 3 matches of Gambit and your 3 Vanguard strikes. This week we are looking at Void Singe for your weekly modifier, and as far as your daily goes, we have Brawler and Grounded. Over on the Nightfall this week, we're looking at the Hollowed Lair. I know everybody's favorite Nightfall for for your Pinnacle and your Grandmaster as well. Over in Crucible, we have Clash as our weekly rotator. Now, of course, you can either do 3 Clash or Control or Rumble or Elimination, whatever mix of the bunch. 3 matches in order to get your Pinnacle drop. And over on Europa, we have the Agility Simulation for your Pinnacle, and as far as the Empire Hunt goes, we have the Warrior. For this one, you do have to complete it in the Master difficulty in order to claim your Pinnacle drop. Over on Eternity, we have the Legends. As far as your contestants this week is going to be Taken, Cabal, and Zydron as the contestants. And of course, you also have Grasp of Avarice, the new dungeon for Pinnacle drop. Over on the Tangled Shore, we have the exotic quest Presage, which will be going away soon. So if you haven't claimed your Dead Man's Tale, go do so before the mission goes away. Over on the EDZ, we have Harbinger, which will net you a Hawk Moon and a Pinnacle drop. And over on Helm, we have our Shattered Realm, Debris of Dreams, which you need to kill 4 champions in order to claim your Pinnacle drop. Now, of course, remember that this is now on a daily rotation, so if you're still missing triumphs for the Shattered Realm, you no longer have to wait a week in order for the realm to change to either Fallen, Hive, or Scorn. So there you have that. Now, let's go ahead and take a look over here at Eververse and see what we have going on here today. For our weekly offerings, we have the emote, which is inspired by the mask, which is fantastic. It's a little Tanix. This is really good. As someone who grew up in the 90s, this is really good. For silver, we have the Poison Wings spread ornament for Le Monarch. The Last City Silverbird, a very retrofit type of sparrow. The Fantastic Shell for your Ghost. And of course, don't forget to claim your 30th anniversary gift. And hiding behind here, we have the Prod ship, which is a Tex Mechanica inspired ship. As far as Bright Dust, we have the Drone Flight emote. You fly a little drone ghost. We have the Obdurate Economy ship. The Paraversal Singularity Transmat effect, which is really cool. I might actually claim this one. And Calco's Finery shader. Down at the brightest section, we have We Came to Get Started. which if I'm not mistaken, this is a Freddie Mercury emote. The Wild Thoughts emote. The Monster Shell for your ghost, which actually looks really, really rad. Trucker hat and all. The Arrow of Time ship. The Galvanic Fork, which lights up whenever you go forward. And the Pink Mist Malfeasance weapon ornament. Now this is one that I couldn't resist, and I ended up buying it with silver, but it's now up for Bright Dust for those that don't have it. And finally, we have the Trials of Osiris Ghost Projection for those of you who enjoy ghost projections. As far as shaders, real quick, we have Atlantic Rush, Coastal Suede, Iridescent Coral, and Byzantium Lotus. We have the Hive Arrival Transmat effect, which is still one of my favorites, the Minotaur effect, and the Tiger effect. If you want to celebrate, you know, Project Tiger, which is Destiny. And finally, let's go ahead and take a look over here at our friendly Gunsmith to see what this man's has in stock for us. Starting off with the False Promises auto rifle with Arrowhead Break, Chambered Compensator, Extended Mag, High Caliber Rounds, Subsistence, and Sympathetic Arsenal. Honestly, I would have picked this up if Sympathetic Arsenal was some sort of damage perk. Subsistence and High Caliber Rounds are two really good perks, and it has a Stability Masterwork, which you can see it lacks stability, so this would have been pretty neat. A little bummed about Sympathetic Arsenal, but such is life. Cold Denial Pulse Rifle with full bore, small bore, high caliber rounds, flared magwell, feeding frenzy, and Eye of the Storm. There are people who thoroughly enjoy Eye of the Storm as a perk, and it can come in handy here and there. I'm personally not too keen on it, but this is not a bad roll. It's a solid pulse rifle, decent roll. Pick it up if you are in need of a decent pulse. The Hollow Words Fusion Rifle with Hammer Forged Rifling, Small Bore, Ionized Battery, Liquid Coils, Lead from Gold, and Vorpal weapon with a Charge Time Masterwork. Pretty solid fusion rifle. I actually might nab this up, especially with Vorpal. It will be pretty decent in PvE. The Diacide Shotgun with Barrel Shroud, Full Choke, Appended Mag, Steady Rounds, Surplus, and Wellspring. Not a bad roll. Personally, not a big fan of the rapid fire frame shotguns. It's a pass for me, but it's a decent one, honestly. And Temptation's Hook with Hungry, Honed, and Tempered Edge, Burst Guard, Enduring Guard, Relentless Strike, Vorpal with a Impact Masterwork. Again, I mean, the Vorpal's nice, but you're really not going to be doing a whole lot of DPS with this particular weapon. And finally, we have the Seventh Seraph Saw with Corkscrew Rifling, Fluted Barrel, Appended Mag, Armor Piercing Rounds, Clown Cartridge, and Opening Shot. Might be decent for PvE. I haven't seen any LMGB like meta in a good while, but it's got decent impact and decent range. So yeah, maybe nab this up. Clown Cartridge might be a little silly for it. Who knows? But this is decent. But that is going to be it for us this week, Guardians. Unfortunately, again, no story content this week, which is a bit of a bummer. I was really expecting some story stuff to go live since the ViDoc is a thing. Maybe carry on that hype onto the last couple of weeks of the season, but I guess we're gonna have to wait. But once more, thank you so much for watching if you have. And again, we will be covering the end of season cutscene story, whatever is given to us on the weekly reset video. It will be towards the end, so you will have ample warning of spoilers ahead. Thank you so much for watching, Guardians, and we'll see you next time.